Hey movie fans, mi raza, let's talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I have to be honest, I feel that ever since Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse came out, animated films have had a tougher job trying to surpass the expectations regarding the style of animation. However, I feel that this movie was able to do so, and it really feels as if it just came out of a comic book. I liked it even more than the form of animation in both Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, where I felt that some scenes looked a little bit like an old video game. Also, I know this is an animated film and it doesn't directly compare to them, but I really enjoy the overall aesthetics of this movie a lot more than the aesthetics in those live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies produced by Michael Bay, where the turtles just look like big Shreks trying to be funny. I also really enjoy that the turtles finally felt like teenagers, because in those live-action films the turtles feel like childish adults. Their way of talking didn't really resemble a teen. Also, their enormous bodies didn't help at all. And the fact that these turtles are teenagers and immature really helped the movie set up their motivation, which is just to be popular and to be a part of the human world. I think this aspect is well portrayed. However, the fact that they all act the same made me feel that the turtles weren't accurately described. This is what I mean. Leo at times feels like the most responsible one, but he almost never looks like a leader. Also, it's quite strange that they didn't explain at any moment why he had to be the leader. On the other hand, Raphael gets a bit angry one time, but it wasn't like a super memorable moment. And Donnie and Mikey didn't really remind me of their archetypical characteristics. On the other hand, I felt that Splinter was really well written, and they included some comedic moments that worked perfectly with him. Here's a minor spoiler, so if you haven't watched this movie, feel free to skip around the next few seconds. There's one fight scene where Splinter doesn't really know what to do because he learned ninjutsu watching videos, so he hasn't really put that into practice. I thought that was a clever moment in the script. Overall, I thought the comedy was well executed, with silly moments that set the tone of what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles need to be, in my opinion. I felt that they finally embraced the satirical profile of the franchise, and they delivered it with well-calibrated humor, probably thanks to having Seth Rogen as a producer of the film. Now, I have to mention the thing that annoyed me the most: the villain. At first, it felt refreshing that they didn't use Shredder again, and I actually thought that Superfly's origin story was newish in a way, but his goals and his means were a total cliche. I'm not going to mention his evil plans in case you haven't had an opportunity to watch the movie, but we've seen that plot point 1,000 times. To summarize, I felt that the writers made good choices regarding the story, but the villain's end goal just fell flat. And I'm rating this movie with a 7.5 out of 10. Mi raza! What do you think? Do you give it a higher or lower score? Comment below, like and subscribe, and I'm out!